we may end up having to put some natural defenses over here. God dang it, if I walk into those mushrooms again, I'm gonna freaking die. Literally. What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in Aberration. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, is it gonna be an awesome freaking day. But first, if you guys enjoy what you're about to see, make sure you smash that like button, and subscribe for more daily videos. And if you haven't done already, follow me on Twitter. Link is down there in the description. So guys, welcome back. And happy Thursday, everybody. Only one more day, and we'll be at Fridays. So what am I doing up here on the surface? Well, it's still 90% night and 10% day. So I'm being a little bit greedy coming up here and getting all of the drops that I can. I've already gotten a couple. I got an Ascendant Sarco saddle, and there's a Reaper King, Ascendant Sarco saddle, and a whole bunch of other good stuff. But honestly, some of it we're probably not even going to use. We'll probably just throw it away or something like that. But okie dokie. So what do we have on the docket for today? Well, in order to know what we have on the docket for today, we gotta know what we did in the last episode. So in the last episode, we were also up here in the on the surface, going around getting some good drops, and we made out like freaking bandits, dude. But that's not the only thing that we did. We also did some stuff around the base. We got an industrial grill going. We got some good stuff done in the last episode. But in today's episode, guys, we're gonna kind of continue along with building and doing all sorts of that stuff because I do want to get a farmhouse going. So in the last episode, we had talked about possibly making a farmhouse somewhere in the green zone, somewhere where we can actually like get away from the bioloom. Why did I fall? Oh, I have no stamina. Isn't that just great? That's something I don't like to have on the surface. Please regen quickly. Oh, good. Great. Even freaking better. Please do not touch me, you damn freaking heathen. But anyways, it's kind of a retreat to get away from the bioluminescent biome, you know, because I really don't think a farm would look good or look correct in the bioluminescent forest. I don't know, it's just one of those things that I don't think would look good. I think it would look better if it was in the green zone, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the thing that I want to do today. I want to get started on the house, or on the farmhouse rather, and perhaps we can get into... Oh my god, what the hell? He just crawled out of the rock! Perhaps we could get into the industrial cooker, we could possibly get into making dyes, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I want to get done, and that could kind of be one of our first projects, you know? Plus, I'm really hoping that we can get into making the tech tier suit, or the tech suit here very soon. I've been making some element off camera, trying to get the ×3 to work. I don't exactly know what's going on with it, so I'm hoping it begins working here soon, because I would really like to get into the tech suit and do all that fun stuff, but... that's kind of what we got on the docket for today, guys. Kind of a more laid-back day. Gonna be pretty fun, though, I gotta say. So I tell you what, I'm gonna stay up here for a little bit longer, get some more drops, be a little bit greedy, you know? Get some more drops up here, and then when I'm back in the green zone, ready to break ground on our farmhouse, I'll bring you guys right back in. Okie dokie, so we got the whole crew over here. We got Claudia, we got Wheel of Death, we got Rocky, and we got Scar over here. But I totally forgot that we need to give names to 2 of our new Megalosauruses. So the first name comes from Skullcrasher920, and the name is Nightcrawler. Oh yes, indeed. And then the next one we've got, this one comes from Danny Z Rage, and the name is Bite Force. I thought it was pretty freaking sweet, you know, we got Night Bite, and now we got Bite Force, so pretty freaking sweet. But we're over here along the main river, we're not too far away from the house, and this is why. I wanted to come over into the green zone, but not too far into the green zone. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to turn my little guy off without having the nameless spawn, but I'm not sure. It could be a nighttime thing. I can't remember exactly. I can't remember the specifics of when the nameless decide to show up when there's no charge present. But as you can see, we're doing just fine so far. So that leads me to believe that we don't really need to have any kind of charge over here as far as plant species Z or anything like that. No charge lanterns, no charge pets, you know, none of that stuff needs to be present in order for us to stop the nameless from spawning. So that's good for me, you know. Plus, it's a beautiful area through here. And I wanted to choose a river area, kind of a river bank, because where else would we get water from? You know, it doesn't rain. I almost said it doesn't snow. It doesn't rain on Aberration, so we're gonna have to get water from somewhere. Plus, we got a great view of the surface from up there. You know, you can see space at nighttime. Got these giant glowing crystals, and it's not very hard to find your way around here, you know. Plus, we actually have a couple added bonuses. Uh-oh. Let me go ahead and eat my damn shrooms. Should have eaten my damn shrooms before that. There we go. Stop the effects. Damn thing. So, let's see. Where is it? There's a charge node, like, right next door. It's right there. You can see the green glow from back here. So it's not too far away. So we could actually probably turn this into the elemental... I don't know, the elemental farming spot, you know? I don't know. Might be kind of a neat thing to have maybe a miniature workshop over here. Might be kind of cool. But enough talking, it's time to get down to action, shall we? So I've got 38 of these stone foundations with me right now. Now, where I want to end up breaking ground at is not too far away from the water. One reason being, I kind of want to do a fish net. I don't know why, but I think it would be kind of cool. So what do I mean by a fish net? Well, honestly, since you can tame fish now, I want to have a place to keep them. And so what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about damming this area up with some pillars in the water and then some walls and stuff like that, and then maybe having a catwalk across, like a bridge that goes across the water. That would be kind of a neat way to get land dinos across the water without having them to swim. So let's see. The ground is not the flattest, so we need to kind of improvise. So let's go and pull it down this way just a little bit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 wide. 4 wide is a good size, but I think we're going to go 6 wide and then go from there. So let's see. That's kind of an interesting way of doing that. Let's see. You know what? Let's go ahead, break that down right there. Let's see how far out we can come this way without having them floating, you know? Go ahead and do that. Go and do that. That. And luckily there are quite a few materials around this entire area, so if I make mistakes, it's not a big deal. So you know what we could do? What we could do, in order to make this a little bit bigger of a building, we could use the ceilings and the pillars, and from that we could actually start the bridge that goes over to the other side. So that's probably what we'll go ahead and do. So we've got it 3 wide right now, and what I could actually do is this. How much? Okay, so I need more. Let's go ahead and make these 2 pillars because I want to see if this would work or not. So, you know the old pillar and foundation trick. I've used this before, but let's see. Can I lower this? Okay, I can lower it right there. Now, can I bring that around this way without it floating? Doesn't look like I can. Okay, so what I may end up having to do is I may have to move this back a little bit so that it's a little bit higher. Or actually, no, I'd have to move it forward a little bit so it's a little bit lower, closer to the water. But we can lower the foundations to kind of have maybe a gradual slope. That might look kind of cool, actually. I may actually keep it right here. I don't know. You know, building to me, it's one of those things where I kind of have to see it first, and if I don't like it, then I just have to destroy it and go from there, no matter how many resources I waste. Now that's kind of a cool way of doing that. Let's see. How far? So that's lowered as well. That's lowered as well. And this right here is lowered as well. But these 2 right here will not be able to be lowered just because it's so high off the ground right there. So what I may end up having to do is this. In order to make this even, let's go ahead and break these down. Go ahead and take this pillar out right here. Now let me see. How wide is this? It's 6 wide. So what we could do... Oh, I wish I could do one more over here. So you know what we'll do? We're going to screw the 6 wide thing, and we're going to go 4 wide. That way it's all symmetrical, because you know how much of a frickin' stickler I am for symmetry. Go ahead and take that out just like that. Now let me see. If we do it 4 wide, yes, this will work absolutely perfectly. So we'll go ahead and just make it 4 wide. You know, I'm open to changes as the design changes, you know? So we'll go ahead and take these out right here, and what'll go ahead and happen is the walls will obviously be wood, you know, we'll keep the same aesthetic as kind of a more protected farmhouse. We'll have pillars on the corners, kind of accenting that stuff, making it look very nice, but I do kind of want to keep the same aesthetic that we have going on down at the house, just as kind of a, I don't know, continuity, you know? Just keep it continuous throughout every single thing. Now let's see, can we make a couple more pillars? Yes, indeed. Now, can we go back any further? I don't think we can. So this may be kind of a tiny building. That's about how far you can go back. Might be a tiny building, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, because most of the stuff is going to be outside. I think the only thing that we'll have inside of here will be the industrial cooker, and maybe a generator. Perhaps maybe some storage boxes and stuff like that, but overall, nothing's really going to be over here, so that's okay. Now let's go ahead and put these pillars on my bar, and we'll see what this looks like if I lower it once more. If I can even do that. Let's see. Can I even do that? So chances are what I gotta do... That is wrong. Actually, wait a second. No, never mind. Okay, never mind. Just had an idea pop into my head, but I don't think it's gonna work. So I think we actually have to put the how the hell did that place right there? That made 0 sense. Let's see, we'll go ahead and put that right there. And I think we actually have to lower it from this one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, I just saw it. It was gonna snap just like that. Maybe. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. So now that one is lowered. So what I'll go ahead and do with this one is take this out just like that. And then that will be lowered just like that. And then, so what's going to go ahead and happen is the building is right here. This can serve as the step down, which will also have some ramps and stuff like that. And then the bridge will go across the water, and the bridge will also form its own fishnet/dam, trapping any fish inside of there. And what we could probably do is we could do a two-sided bridge where two ceilings go out that way, two ceilings go out that way, and we can pull the pillars down on both sides and create kind of our own little lake area, you know? I think that might be kind of neat. So that could be something that we'll go ahead and do. But I know I've already rambled on long enough, but I'd like to include you guys whenever I do my designs of houses and stuff like that. So I'm going to continue working on this, see what I can do as far as making it look good, and when I have an update, I'll bring you guys right back in. Okie dokie, so as you can see, I've been a little bit preoccupied with building the bridge. Once I get started on something, I can't stop. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to line the whole entire thing down to the bottom with stone walls. And what I'm going to do is on the inside of the bridge, that's where the fish and stuff are going to be. That's where we'll go ahead and keep them. It'll be kind of like their own little private spot, you know? Now, the bridge works perfectly. I'm very happy with how it turned out, but now I need to actually start on the actual house and get that going. Now, let me see what it would look like fully dammed up, because I think I have enough walls. I don't know. Maybe not. I've gone through quite a bit of stone. Quite a bit of stone. All right, now let's see. Let's go ahead and pull this wall down. Nope, that's wrong. Nope, I need you to go ahead and place right there. Nope, that was wrong too, thank you. I need you to go down one, okay? Need to stop moving. Nope, of course, there we go. There we go, thank you. Thank you for being so temperamental, Ark. Alright, now let me see. So there's a little space at the bottom. We might not close that just for waste of resources. Alright, let's see. Okay, that gap will close right there. Let's go ahead and do that one. Oh, do you want to be my first little fishy friend? Oh, hello there, Mr. Otter. How you doing? Alright, nope, wrong. Nope, incorrect. Thank you. And I'm out of freaking walls, of course. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. You know, it's going to be one solid wall. On top of it, there's going to be wooden railings. And I think that's going to look very nice, you know, on both sides. And then inside the bridge, I'll put like a door frame or something like that on it. We can actually keep the fish and maybe some otters inside of there. And maybe, god dang it, dude, I hate this game. And maybe some more stuff inside of there just to make it all spiffy and stuff like that. I think that's going to look very, very nice. But let me show you exactly what I did with the step down. I think it looks super nice. Check this out. So the actual house is going to be sitting on this up until right here. Right until this foundation drops. That's where the walls are going to come around and wrap around, and that's going to create the wooden house. But look at this. I went ahead and lowered the foundations, and then I brought the ceilings over this way to kind of actually showcase the drop down onto the bridge. I think that looks very, very cool. And I can definitely dig it. So the wooden house is going to be kind of like a ranch-style home. I actually did a Montage Monday on it once before. I'm going to try and mimic the roof a little bit. And this whole entire area might be a covered patio as it walks down. Or a covered patio area, you know. It might be covered in stone ceilings. And then on the actual home, it'll slant up. And it'll create kind of like a triangle. But it's going to look super freaking cool. I gotta say, this is coming along quite nicely. But like I said, I got caught up in making the actual bridge. But this is where most of the resources are going to go, you know. So I think the hard part is just about over. All I have to do now is finish up this side of closing it in with the walls and then sealing up all the little holes. And then the rest of it's going to be a piece of cake. So just thought I'd come back in and show you an update. Okie dokie, so the house is up, finally. Oh my freaking god, the amount of problems I've had with just resource gathering has been insane. So the roof, it looks interesting. It's a different type of roof that I've done on a house before, although I believe it should have been one further that way to kind of make it look a little bit better. But honestly, it doesn't look bad. I like the way this looks. So it sits pretty nicely on this kind of stone foundation and stuff like that. It's got a lot of room inside of here, plenty of room for a generator, an industrial cooker, which we're probably going to have to get into next episode because holy freaking Jesus, we're not prepared to get that yet. Oh my god, I need like 1,000 more metal, unfortunately. But the roof looks great. I like the way it looks. Now all I need to do is get the crop plots made and all of the railings made to run down the bridge. So the bridge looks great after I went ahead and put on the walls all down the side. Now let's see, I need a lot of wood in order to make this work. So let's go ahead and grab some wood while we're here, and I'll talk to you guys for a little bit. So how's everybody doing? Having a great day, I hope. Oh my goodness, don't walk through those mushrooms, Ryan. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some of that. Hopefully I'll be able to make up quite a few. But Jesus, dude, I need to find something that is a thatch machine, like a thatch monster. Like, you know how on, like, Ragnarok and the island in the center, you've got the Megalosaurus? Not the Megalosaurus, but the Megalosaurus, the big deer? Those things were thatch-gathering freaking monsters, and I need that. Because I don't know what gathers thatch well on this map, besides supply drop time, that's funny. Besides strikes, you know? Besides strikes and stegos, which I mean, sure, we have one, but I didn't have enough room nor the want to drag a trike all the way up here, you know? Now let's see, we're making 34 of those. I've got some spare sloped roofs if I need to use those to get some more thatch and good stuff like that. But I like the way this is looking. So what is going to happen with the farm? The farm is actually going to be on either side, or it's going to be on both sides, because I don't know how the irrigation is going to work. I'll probably just have to kind of, I don't know, I might have to jerry-rig it a little bit and kind of bring the cables up, or not the cables, the pipes up. That way everything looks okay. I think it'll look fine once it's good and ready to go. What we could probably actually do, though, is instead of bringing the pipes from the water over into the crop plots, because what I'm talking about on either side, or on both sides, is right here. There's just going to be crop plots on either side or both sides of this building, and then we'll fence it in with some fence foundations and some railings, and it'll look really nice. I've done that before on Primitive Plus, and it looks great. It's a great way of making things look super nice. Now this is what I wanted. Hell yes. This is gonna look so freaking nice once it's all done. This place is gonna be really, really cool. And you know, if we like it enough, we may end up moving over here, you know? Just put a house on this side. Who knows? Time will only tell. We gotta get a Reaper King, though, or a Reaper in general, for me to justify moving, you know? Okay, so that's a little strange, but that's okay. And boom bam. So we're going to need quite a few more railings in order to make that work. But that's going to look super freaking nice once it's all done. So now I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make the crop plots. And I think in the next episode, we're going to get irrigation done. Because in the next episode, we're also going to get the industrial cooker. And we can just hook it up that way. And we'll be good to go. So let me go ahead and make up the crop plots, guys. And oh god. No. Stop shitting yourself. Stop shitting yourself. Okay. Let me go ahead and make up the crop plots, and then I think once that's done, and we have them down, that looks nice, we'll go ahead and end off today's episode. Okie dokie, so we have about 13 large crop plots, and I went ahead and made up my mind. I don't think we're going to do any on the other side, just because it might take a lot more fertilizer to upkeep, you know? And I'm not about all that upkeep life. Now let's see, this is a great way for those of you that enjoy to build for aesthetics, like those of you that are on PvE servers. This is a wonderful way to kind of break up the evenness and kind of the continuity with the lines of your crop plots. So what I'm talking about with that, and let's see, let's go and turn my little guy on so you can see. What I'm talking about with that is because this is an uneven floor, it makes it kind of curve. Like the crop plots almost look like they have some curve in them, and it can make it look more natural, kind of if you're going for a winery aesthetic or something along the lines of maybe like a natural farm, as opposed to putting your crop plots on a stone platform, you know? Because then everything is flat. Sure, it looks great, but this almost takes a natural feel to it and makes it look a lot better in my opinion. So we're probably, oh god, what's behind me? My little guy just said that there was something high level nearby, and I'm a little bit afraid. So what we'll probably end up doing is off camera, I'll do a couple more crop plots out this way, but let's see, we've got 13 down right now. I can't really imagine us using any more than that. But what I'll probably end up doing, just for symmetry's sake, is come all the way back up here, and then we'll make the fence come all the way around here, and we'll use fence foundations and railings to block it off, and it'll probably come to like right here. That way it's all nice and protected inside of there, can't get any little critters in there. I think the worst thing that we'd have would be glow bugs and bulb dogs, but who knows. We may end up having to put some natural defenses over here. God dang it, if I walk into those mushrooms again, I'm gonna freaking die. Literally. But we may end up having to do some natural defense over here, maybe some spiked walls or some DINO gates and stuff like that, but we can cross that bridge when we get there, no pun intended. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, make sure you smash that like button, and subscribe for more daily videos, and if you haven't done already, follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next video.